I knew eventually that this day would come. I knew that it was too good to be true, and that day is today. Endless Heist is no longer going to be a thing in 3.21 Crucible, due to one line in the patch notes saying that the book that allows your character to D-level has been removed from the game. If you're not exactly sure what this strategy is, it's essentially a way for you to infinitely do heist contracts when you purchase them from a vendor because of D-leveling and leveling back up, resetting the vendor's inventory. So I want to talk just a little bit. It's going to be a short video about the implications, how the strategy worked previously, and some stuff that you can maybe still do if you really want to early on in the league with Heist. So let's jump into the game to check that out. But before we do, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos. Without further ado, let's get into it. So quickly talking about what Endless Heist is. Essentially, when you get a character up to basically the end of the game, around like level 61, 62, you'd be able to come here to the heist area, you'd use a rogue's marker, teleport here, do the first couple quests if you wanted to, and you'd be able to go to Akano, click purchase items, and he'd have a selection of contracts that you could purchase and use. Now the whole idea here is that you could come up, you could purchase a couple contracts, run those, whichever contracts that you wanted to, and then you could use a vendor recipe to create a book that would de-level your character. You'd walk back over to Wakano and his entire inventory would be refreshed. You'd do this ad infinitum until you got enough currency to be able to start on your mapping journey, whatever that might be. So now, without that book existing, you are pretty heavily limited in what you can do at the very start of the league. However, what I am going to say is that I do still think that it is a decent idea to jump into Heist right at the beginning of a league. So what do I mean by this? Typically, if you are leveling up a character efficiently, you are going to be killing Katava at around like 62, maybe 63. You could jump into Heists and most likely be able to coast with just what you can buy from Wakano all the way up until 68, 69, 70 relatively easily, get a good little base of currency, and then jump into maps. However, you're not going to be able to stay here for long periods of time. You're not going to be able to sit here for like 6 to 10, 12, however many hours just running endless specific heists, leveling up your rogues, and getting ready for the heist strategy. You are eventually going to have to pull the plug and jump into normal maps. I still do think that you will be able to get enough of these contracts of the various kinds that get yourself a good base of currency, and this is still a decent idea because a lot of the time, one of the struggles in the very, very early game of mapping is just having enough resists or enough life or maybe enough sockets. Running Heist right at the beginning of maps will still get you that base of maybe like 30 to 50 chaos that you need to get some basic items for your character so that you can get a little bit faster into the higher tier maps. I still think it's going to be a good option to do, but Endless Heist is definitely gone. I do still have heist guides on my channel that you can follow if you're interested in how any of those strategies worked. However, just cut out the part of de-leveling your character and everything else should still be about the same. Nothing else has really changed. So at the end of the day, I still think a little bit of heist right before you map is probably still going to be good. However, definitely no infinite heist anymore. You're not going to be able to sit there forever. And I don't think that you should be trying to force it by like buying contracts or doing anything early. I think you should just do enough to get yourself up to like 68, 69, maybe 70 and use that currency to be more efficient and more effective in maps. So remember, boys, if you're enjoying this content, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and stay safe out there in Raid class, but unfortunately not in Heist maybe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.